Hello there, and welcome back to Paleopangea. Today we are going to be naming the dinosaurs that we put into the park so far. Thank you all for your brilliant name suggestions and ideas. Keep them coming, as we have a lot more dinosaurs yet to arrive. So without further ado, allow me to introduce you to the main characters of Hell Creek Corner. Let's begin with our Ankylosauruses. Here they are, taking a lovely leisurely swim together. Don't they make a lovely couple? Now, we've had some brilliant name ideas for these dinosaurs. Anaya has suggested that we call them Mayo and Mustard. And I can see what you mean here, because when you look at the skin colour of the female, she is very yellow, much like the colour of mustard, whereas the male is much more pale. He's giving off more mayo vibes. So that is what we're going to call our Ankylosauruses. Mayo and Mustard. Thank you very much, Anaya, for your brilliant name suggestions. Moving on to the Triceratops. For the first group of Triceratops, we're going to have 5 individuals, and they're all going to be female. Now, the reason I've gone for this number is because when I was doing some research on this dinosaur to see whether they lived in big herds or a more solitary life, I came across a case where 5 Triceratops skeletons were found buried together and all died at the same time, suggesting that they were part of a group. So to make this as scientific and as accurate as possible, I'm going to go with 5 individuals, basing it off this evidence. So let's name this group of Triceratops, starting off with the leader. Once again, we've had some brilliant name ideas. Mr. Math has suggested that we call one Big Marsh, in homage of the name of the paleontologist who discovered the Triceratops. What an excellent idea. Thank you very much for that, Mr. Math. Brilliant idea indeed. So Big Marsh is going to be the matriarch of this group. But what about the rest of them? Well, it seems that the name Terry is very popular. We've had 2 suggestions for this name, one from Kaiju Productions and another from WMVKMBN. And you also have 2 more suggestions along with Terry, Tony and Tyler. I think they all fit very well. Tony, Tyler and Terry rolls off the tongue perfectly. And for the last individual of this herd, we're going to call them Trolley. Thank you very much, Matthias Johnson, for this brilliant name suggestion. So that's that group all named. Now we're going to move on to the males. So as you can see, we have 3 individuals in this group, and once again we're going off the evidence. There was another case where 3 Triceratops skeletons were found buried together and all died at the same time. So this suggests that these animals were all living in a group. And we've had a classic name idea from Ryan Rogers, who has suggested that we call one Theo. I'm guessing that's from the Triceratops that lived in Prehistoric Park with Nigel Marvin. Brilliant stuff. Moving on to this fellow. Now this guy is an albino Triceratops. What a beautiful skin. Just look at the pale white there and the patterns on his body. Absolutely gorgeous. Now Ahmed Babaika has suggested that we name one Chomp, and I must say this guy just suits the name Chomp. Look at him, he looks like he'd chomp on anything he comes across in the undergrowth. So I think we're going to name this one Chomp, and this is after the trike from Dinosaur King. So a brilliant name suggestion. Thank you very much, Ahmed Babaika. Now this guy is the total opposite of albino. This is a melanistic Triceratops. A beautiful dark patterned skin, absolutely gorgeous. And we're going to name this guy Bulldozer, so stay well clear of him. Another brilliant idea from Mr. Math. You've given us 2 fantastic names, so thank you very much indeed. And for our last Triceratops we're going to name is going to be this guy. He's the biggest Triceratops in this enclosure. He's so big he doesn't need to hang around with anybody else. He just goes it alone. And the reason I've done this is because there have been lots of Triceratops that have just been found on their own. So we've got 2 groups. We've got a group of 5 females, we've got a group of 3 males, and then we've got this guy who is just the big guy on the block. And we're going to name him Big John, after the largest Triceratops that has ever been discovered. So there we have it. All of our Triceratops and Ankylosauruses have been named. Next time we'll be building a habitat for the Edmontosaurus, and yes, they will also need names, and there's going to be at least over 30 individuals, so get thinking of your name ideas now. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you're already subscribed and you want to support us that little bit more, you can become a member to this channel. Thank you all very much for your support, and we'll see you in the next video.